We have some good news that is just now coming out that Congress approves of another bill. They are approving of a new bill towards families, specifically families with children. Yes, there are over 200 congressional members that support this new bill. And I'm going to break down what is in this bill, how is this going to impact you, and what this means for your wallet. So, all I ask is if you can spend 2 seconds, go ahead, hit that like button, and also feel free to share this video with your friends and family over on Facebook so they too know what is going on. But here's the truth. Right now, we have lawmakers fighting over the money that the United States currently has. Do we give it to people that are struggling with Social Security? Do we give it to those that are struggling just because they're homeless? Those that don't have a job, right? They're unemployed. Do we give it to people that are struggling to get into a home, or those that want to buy a new electric vehicle? Or do we give the money to those that are currently pretty much drowning themselves in student loan debt? No. This group of lawmakers, there's more than 205 congressional sponsors on a bill. This is a new proposal. And this proposal, just to give you an idea, is for children. This is to bring back the child tax credit payments. Now, in a recent study from the Columbia University Center of Poverty and Social Policy, in this report that they recently released, they said that if we were to pass the American Family Act, this would reduce child poverty by 38%. This expanded credit that we saw in the past, this could reach more than 61 million people. And according to recent studies, they say that the loss of this benefit greatly reduced the quality of life to millions and millions of households over the past couple of years. Now, what is in this bill? And what is the likelihood that this particular bill could pass? Well, here's the thing. There are many different groups within Congress that are talking about different policies. One of the things that they are discussing is the child tax credit payments. Another one, Social Security. Another one, they're trying to figure out the federal funding bill for fiscal year 2024. And then you got some that are worried about their other agendas, right? Here's what's in this bill. Because this is only about the child tax credit payments. That's it. This is not going to be a bill in itself. Okay, I just want to put this out there that according to reports, the reason why this bill cannot pass is because we do not have enough support, because lawmakers want to throw other things, attach it to this bill, and get a bigger, more comprehensive bill passed. But here's how this bill is made out. So first off, it would create a new expanded credit for children under the age of 6. Now, according to the sponsor's website, it says the bill would create a new young child tax credit. It's called the YCTC for $300 per month or $3,600 per year for children under the age of 6, up to the current maximum of $2,000 per year. Okay, or up from the current maximum of $2,000 per year. So again, we're not doing a full increase of $3,600 per child. The increase is only $1,600. Okay, again, it's a pretty substantial increase, but it's not the full amount. It also says increase the maximum child tax credit for all children under the age of 17. The bill would expand the child tax credit to $250 per month or $3,000 per year, which is up from the current maximum of $2,000. So again, this is only increasing $1,000, okay, 50%. Again, a substantial increase, but it's not the full $3,000. It also says the bill wants to make both credits fully refundable. So reading the actual website says the bill would make both the YCTC and the CTC fully refundable, meaning that all low-income families would receive the full credit for each child. The current child tax credit only begins to phase in after a taxpayer has earned $2,500 in income and at a rate of 15 cents for every dollar of additional income. In addition, only $1,400 of the $2,000 credit is refundable. For these reasons, 1/3 of all children, 27 million to be exact, do not currently receive the full $2,000 child tax credit. So again, a massive, massive boost. 27 million children would now get a substantial boost because both these credits would be fully refundable. Okay, that's a big thing. That's a big step. It also says this bill would benefit the middle class. The bill would provide a tax credit for all individuals with children who earn less than $150,000 per year and all married couples with children who earn less than $200,000 per year. It goes on to say it would index this credit for inflation. It says the bill would index both the young child tax credit and the child tax credit levels for inflation, rounding to the nearest $50 to preserve the value of the credit going forward. The current child tax credit is not indexed for inflation. Again, this is part of the problem initially. And the last thing it says, it would set up advance payments on a monthly basis. It says the bill would call on the Treasury Secretary to set up monthly advance payments for the young child tax credit and the child tax credit no later than a year after passage for taxpayers anticipated to receive a refund. Monthly payments would smooth families' incomes and spending levels over the course of a year, helping them make ends meet during difficult months. Now, keep this in mind. The child tax credit and the young child tax credit, this right here is an advance for the end of the year payment. The child tax credit, which is currently $2,000. So this is not in addition to that payment. This is to replace that payment. Okay, so essentially you're not going from $2,000 to $5,600 if you have a child that's 4 years old. No, you're going from $2,000 to $3,600, which would be the equivalent of $300 per month that you would get on a monthly basis. Now, the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because the talks that are happening within Congress, and they're mostly happening over in the House of Representatives, not really in the Senate. Okay, in the House of Representatives, both sides, both Democrats and Republicans, they have bipartisan support for the child tax credit payments. Okay, and increasing the child tax credit. It's how do they get that money? Where do they make cuts or reductions in order to find the funds for this? Okay, so keep this in mind. Right now, Congress approves of this. The bill isn't passed. There hasn't even been a vote on this yet. It's simply a proposal. But Congress approves of giving additional money, giving this enhanced child tax credit, giving it to families that absolutely need it. Because right now, one of the things that the majority of families are struggling with is paying for food. And we already know what's happening with the SNAP benefits. We lost the $95 supplemental allotment. That happened months ago. There's a chance it comes back, but at the same time, there's a chance lawmakers will try to, specifically, Democrats, they're going to try to increase the benefits that's out there. One way they can do that is to provide this to families, because families would get a larger benefit if we go through a child tax credit as opposed to giving it through SNAP benefits. That's the discussion. So, just wanted to fill you in on what's going on at this time, because again, this is either going to help families or it's going to hurt. This could potentially add money to your wallets, or it could take money away depending on where they find the funding. So, that's what we know at this time. Again, as always, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Consider subscribing, and I will see you guys on the next one.